So what's up guys, LazyNeil here, and this is the iFixit Pro Tech Toolkit. The thing is that this is not from India. Let me explain that. So basically what I've done is that if you buy it from the UK or the US, you get a much better deal than buying it straight from India, in this case from Amazon. The thing is that if you buy the iFixit toolkit from India, it's around 12 to 13,000. But if you know someone from the UK or the US, in terms of myself, I bought this from UK. Basically, one of my friends was coming to Goa, so I just told him to buy this thing because it is a much better deal. Basically, again in India it's 12,000, but in the UK, in this case, it's around 7,500, including the iFixit eye opener. So basically, this is used to just soften the glue which is there for your devices itself, and basically, you can open up your device itself. So why did I buy it? Now the thing is that I already have like a assortment of tools over here. But the thing is that at times I find that I don't have the correct bit. And this is where the iFixit comes into place. The thing is that there are certain things which you can buy much cheaper items. Say for example, you can buy the screwdriver separately, you can buy the spudges separately, anything of that sort. But getting in one place, high quality, it's very tough to find. And that's what this toolkit does. So in this video, I'm going to be doing a quick unboxing and a review of the item itself. So let's just go through the box itself. So you can open up drones, phones, toys, laptops, and smartphone and smart home. This has a 64-bit, like basically it has 64 bits inside, and it has a 4mm driver. On the left, it's basically the logo itself, and over here you have some of the information. Like for example, what do you get inside? You get is the anti-static wrist strap, suction handle, 3 opening tools, 6 opening picks, nylon tip reverse tweezers, blunt and angle tweezers, standard spudger, and just the list goes on and on. Like metal spudger, Jimmy tool, magnetic pad, compact tool roll, and basically these are all the types of bits you get inside of them. So that's basically that. So let's open this up. I've already opened it. That's the reason why it looks so beaten up. But let's put that aside and let's open up the box itself. So first of all, you get is the whole toolkit itself. And you also get is some of this user guide over here, nicely colored paper over here, so that's pretty cool. And you also get some stickers. This looks pretty neat. And also you get is a silicone gel, so that if there's any moisture or things like that, it doesn't get screwed up. So that's basically that. Okay, so let's take away all this stuff itself, and let's look at the iFixit toolkit itself. First of all, it comes in this nice roll-up thing, kind of a thing. That's basically what this is, compact tool roll. So it comes in that, and what you can do is you can just open this up like this. Okay, I'm just going to be taking it over here a bit and then opening this up. So this is what it is. First of all, let's look at all the 64-bit screws over here. So first of all, this magnetic over here. So basically, if you see all these things, so let me just put this over here. So if you see over here, and also the same over here. I think it's this part or this part. One of these parts are magnetic. Yep, this is the part which is magnetic, and this is just a metal piece right over here. If you see, it's not magnetic at all. So from where did I get this from? From here. Another silicone gel. And this is the toolkit itself in terms of the bits. So you get 64 bits over here. You also get is a pretty nifty SIM card bit, or like SIM ejector bit. So that's pretty neat. And you also get a magnetic bit over here. So if you see, you can like open it up. So like so there are times where you have something stuck at a very edge kind of a thing, and then you can just pick it up. You can pick up your screws or things like that. So this is the thing itself. This is the driver. Driver is really nice, and it's made out of metal basically. It also has this thing. It's very smooth, like extremely smooth. And compared to these things, so these are my other ones which I have. This is the most premium one I have, and still it's very not that good. Again, these are cheap and this is worse. So if you want something premium, this is the way to go, and you get a nice drive over here. I also like the two accent thing. So basically this is all sponge. It's not some magnets or things like that. It's just sponge, but it's a nice two-tone finish they have provided over here. You also get this extender. So let me just pick this up, and this itself. And what you can do is basically you can just put it over here, take any bit, and then just put it over here, and then you can just do something like this, if you see. So this is to reach any tough spots or things like that. And also you can even go like, you can even do something like this. So you can take like the magnetic one, and then if there's anything like, just a little bit extension kind of a thing, can use this kind of an extension right over here. Cool. So let me just put all these in. So that's basically the bits itself. And let's lock it down over here. Now beneath it, you also have a magnetic mat over here. So if you see, it is pretty much sticking. And if I take, yep, that just happened. So if I just take my trusty, rusty box opener, if you see, it's magnetic. It's not like super magnetic, but to an extent, you see. So that's that. Let me just put these across, and maybe I'll require this later. So I'll just keep it right here. So let me just put this in, and let's just move to the next segment. So over here, you get the picks over here. So these are 6 picks you get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And these are basically guitar picks, you could say. So what are these used for? Basically, say if this is the phone, okay, and you want to, like, after you have soften the glue using the eye opener, and you want to just keep it intact, you can basically use this to just keep it like this, so that you get a nice leverage to open up all the edges and remove the back glass or anything of that sort. So these are the things. These are kind of disposable kind of a thing. So once they get used up, they get used up kind of a thing. So you get 6 of them. That's the reason why. I'll just keep this here. Apart from that, you get all these things. So first of all, you get is the Jimmy tool itself. So again, these are metal ones. So these two things. So these are the spudger. So again, these are all for just prying things over. Same thing over here. You get a good amount of leverage while doing them. So over here, you get is a flat type kind of a thing and a little bit of a pointy type. But these are good for, I would not suggest using these for plastic parts because of the fact that these are metal. So say if you, push them over and you don't do it properly, it will basically have like, defects and things like that, or you will basically ruin the plastic itself. So that's that. You also get these picks over here. So this is the pointy pick. This is like a hook kind of a one. This is kind of a knife, but it's not. And another pick over here, and basically this one. So these are very nice, very strong plastic. And basically what you can do is you can maybe pick things like that. For example, you can pick like, a Wi-Fi antennas or like ribbon cables or things like that. You can use this to pick them up easily rather than using your hands, because these kind of ribbon cables and all are very delicate. So it's suggested always to use this kind of tools. So let me just put those in. So over here we have these tweezers. So first of all, I just want to show you this one. So this is the blunt tweezer, and I think this is the angle tweezer. If you see, these are all ESD safe. So you get both of these. These are normally used to pick up something, or just to get more leverage when you're picking up small items, or just keeping it aside so that you can shoulder or things like that. And also another plastic, I think this is a plastic one. Yes, the reverse tweezer. This is something really nice, super high quality. You see over here, it's written over here, nylon tip reverse tweezers. So it's basically that, and it's really nice. So once you press on it, you can just open it up and then you can just keep it like this, rather than the other way around, where this kind of a tweezer, you need to force it in. So that's that. So I really love this one. This is really nice, super handy. And these are basically opening tools. So all of these three guys. So if you see something, you must have noticed something over here. So it says the tool is designed to break before your device does. So what this is, these are plastic ones. So you get nice leverage to pry open things like that. But the thing is that these are made in such a way that these will break before you damage your device itself. Because breaking these, or because these are basically disposable kind of a thing. So basically this will break first without ruining your device itself. So in this case, say if this is plastic, I would suggest to use a combination of these things to get some leverage and open this up, rather than using the Jimmy tool and things like that. Now the Jimmy tool and all these guys can be used as a last resort in these applications, so that you don't destroy anything regarding plastics. So but if it's any other material, you can definitely use a Jimmy tool. And if you don't care about it, then you can definitely go with any way you're happy with. Last of all, we have is second last in this case, we have is a nice suction. So basically what this is used for, say you want some leverage when you're opening your device itself. If, for example, this is the device and you can just suction it and then you can just open it up, so you can get some good leverage, and then you can just pry with your picks itself to just open up or just remove the glue itself. So this is pretty handy. So before I go to the last one, because I have reached to this part, I would like to show you all guys what exactly this thing is. Now the first time when someone sees this, they're like, what exactly is this? Is this some kind of a glue or silicone, or what exactly it is? Everybody had a question regarding, at least my friend circle at least had this. So what exactly this is that it used to basically soften this, so soften the glue itself basically. So say for example, this is the phone itself and this is the glass part. What you can do is you can put this in a microwave for 30 seconds and then this would be very hot. And you can just keep it on top of it so that it just softens it, and so you get more leverage. And then basically what you have to do is get this suction, you put this, you take the suction, you open it, you pry it open. First of all, do this, pry it open, and then you can use the picks itself to open it up. So this just makes your life a lot easier. Now an alternative would be if you use like those the heat guns and things like that. So you can use that, but this is more lenient on the device itself, because heat guns, if you get a good one, that's great, with where you can change the heat itself. But if you don't have one, this is a really nice handy tool to have. So there's also another thing regarding that. So once you heat it up for 30 seconds, this guy, you can't heat it up again till another 10 minutes. So then you can just reheat for another 30 seconds itself. Okay, so last thing which I don't use, to be honest with you, is this ESD Safe Strap. So this is useful, by the way. It's not like it's garbage or something like that. It's super useful and super handy. So what this basically does is that whenever you're working on any electronics, say for example, you're working on a computer, you can just ground this to the PC itself, so that whenever you make any static charge, basically, say for example, you have any static charge on yourself, and if you touch the components itself, say for example, in this case, RAM or something like that, this may break the component itself. So this helps you to not have that, not have that scenario in your life ever. But if you see any video, maybe on Electroboom's, I think there was a collab between Electroboom and Linus Tech Tips. I'll be linking, I think there's 2 of those. I'll be linking both of them in the description down below. You can check in that, and it's, to be honest, very hard to get things broken, because nowadays electronics are made really well compared to how it was earlier. So this may or may not be required, But if you want to be super safe, you can always definitely use this kind of a thing itself. So that's basically that. I'll be keeping this aside. And that's about it, guys, for the iFixit thingy. So the verdict is that, say if you want a one-stop shop for all the tools to opening up your laptop, PCs, drones, or anything of that sort, you can buy this. Yes, this is expensive. 7,500 is still expensive. If you buy this kind of things, and separately, you can get a much, maybe even half the rate of the iFixit toolkit. But what this gives you is that, the flexibility, the basically everything super high quality with this toolkit itself. Now, the thing itself, the best part about this is not just a toolkit, it's the lifetime warranty, which is the epic part. So what they do is that this guy has a whole lifetime warranty. So it's like you buy it and then you forget it kind of a thing. Say for example, maybe you broke one of these bits itself. You can just contact iFixit and they'll literally ship you a new one. So that's pretty cool. So basically, it's a one-time investment, just to buy it, and then you have your toolkit forever and ever and ever. And that's about it. That's the main point. You have all these tools, and because, say for example, I break this, nobody is going to replace that to me. And that's the scenario which, nobody thinks about, is the awesome lifetime warranty which you get with this toolkit. And also it is super high quality at the same time. But it's still expensive. Okay, it's still 7,500. So my verdict is pretty simple. If you're a novice, basically you open up from maybe once a year, or I don't know, from a very novice kind of a guy, I would not suggest buying this, because from here there are 64 bits. Yes, maybe you may use maybe 5 of them. What about the others? It's pretty much a waste. But what it also does is that it gives you the flexibility to have everything. So that's what I like. But if you're an enthusiast, I would suggest to buy this, and it's a one-stop shop, lifetime warranty, and that's pretty much it. So guys, this wraps it up, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye for now.